I was in primary 2 when a family friend of ours came to visit. And immediately the man walked in and I greeted him. And he said, come and sit on my, I sat on his lap and he was just patting my back. I just knew that this man wants to do bad things to you. So I became uncomfortable. And true to it, that night during dinner, my dad wasn't around. My mom served us food. He sat opposite me and under the table, he would use his leg to touch me, to try to raise, and I couldn't, I just sat there.
You were about what age then?
I was like 5, yeah, thereabout.
Your dad's friend?
No, my mom's distant family friend that came to visit from my mom's side. Once it's after dinner, normally myself and my siblings will go outside to play for a bit. But the moment that man, every time he will come around, I will make sure I don't go out to play. After dinner, because it was a 2-bedroom, my parents' room and then the kids' room, and then there was a big bed in the kids' room where visitors could stay. So I just knew that I couldn't sleep in the room. So I would take my mattress and go and keep it in my dad's room. I'll make sure that I keep it there and start sleeping before my dad comes back. Because once he comes back, he will say, no, don't sleep in my room. So that was how I avoided that man until one day we were getting ready for school. I'd done the normal thing, slept in my parents' room, woke up, had my bath. And it was Harmattan season. I was about to leave for school. And I remember that I'd left my cardigan on the bed. And the man was in the room. It was in the morning. My mom had entered the bathroom to shower. And I asked my sister to go help me get it. She said no. So I went in. I saw him sat there. I went in, grabbed the cardigan, and I was about to run off. He grabbed me and kissed me. And then I fought him, and then he let me go because I was going to school and I ran off. That happened, and that was the last time I saw him. I had a second incident. I was going to 8 that year. So we had a houseboy. So that fateful night, I laid down, I slept. We all slept in my parents' room, kept mattress on the floor to sleep. I woke up with the feeling of somebody touching me. He had pulled down my pants. He had started touching me, but I realized that I could not move. I couldn't do anything.
Why?
My head was heavy, I couldn't move, and I didn't know what to do, but I could see him doing what he was doing. And then I heard my dad scream his name, and then he ran off out of the room and went. And then that was the last thing I remember, and I slept off again. I just slept off. I woke up in the morning, I went straight and told my dad. My dad grabbed this boy, beat him to the point that he started confessing that he was a witch. And that was when I now understood why I could not move.
Why he immobilized you?
Yes. The third time was when I was in primary 5, so probably about 8, 9 years old. And my dad's cousin came, the house was full. So instead of staying in the room as usual, so we brought our mattress, kept it in the living room to lie down. And I woke up to my dad's cousin taking off my pants.
Your dad's cousin?
Yes. So immediately I woke up, he just stopped. And then I got up from the bed and he asked me where I was going to. I said I want to use myself because the bathroom was in between my parents'
But you
room
all stayed in the same room?
So he was in the living room. So when family comes like that, so we just bring our mattress, all of us, all the children, we just stay there, and all of that. And at the time, my parents were struggling at the time, so.
Yeah.
But when I got into the corridor, I started knocking on my parents' door and I told my dad what happened. My dad came out to confront him and he denied it. So my mom just said, carry your mattress and come and stay in the room. So I did, kept it by the bedside and I laid down, but I didn't sleep. So I heard my parents arguing. They were confessing, is it possible? So my dad thought, okay, are you sure it's not the effect of what happened years ago? She's not thinking that it's the same thing. I was like, but this guy did this, tried to do this. My mom came, I was lying down, I was touching my leg, trying to raise my neck and said, but she's not moving. I'm sure she was not dreaming. At that point, I just felt, why can't they believe me? Is it because this one is a family member? So I think that was where that trust was broken.